Hey, what's up, guys? I want to say some quick words about the Josh Taylor Ekow Essuman fight. Yes, I am bitter and a bit hurt, but it's my fault. I was right about this fight for months. I was looking at this fight for months. I was anticipating it. I was gonna bet it, play it, and I thought the Moses Atama fight was such a lock in the first round. I went all in and I lost. Didn't make any money. All right, but congrats to Ekow Essuman, man. Guys, now I cannot give a detailed breakdown of the fight because I was working. Basically, listened to it like it was a radio broadcast. Barely got the glimpse of the fight while it was going on. But basically, what it seemed like, guys, was Josh Taylor started fast. He started aggressive. He appeared to be the Josh Taylor of old. I was starting to think, did he rewind the clock? Did the not cutting the extra 7 pounds, did it make a difference? You know, that's what it was seeming like, and they were calling the fight back and forth. But then, of course, as the fight went on, Josh Taylor seemed to dip, with his activity, with his volume. And Essuman took over the fight. That's the way they call the fight, guys. And I just watched the highlights, and that's what it appeared to be. He basically was running out of gas. And Essuman, they called him the engine for a reason. A great gas tank, throws a lot of punches, and he pulled it out. It was like a come from behind victory. At least that's how Carl Frampton scored it. And it was close on the official judges' cards. But and I was working. I was in a rush this morning, so I didn't get to comment. But that was one of the things that impressed me about Ekow when I was looking into this fight. Not the fight before the Taylor fight, but the fight before that. He was in a fight where he got knocked down in like the eighth or ninth round, one of the later rounds. The guy got up off the canvas and then stopped the guy. All right, that told me that he had great heart. Tremendous heart. He didn't fold when he got knocked down. I think that was the only time he had been knocked down in his career. I could be wrong. But he got off the canvas and he stopped the guy. Besides having a great engine, a great gas tank, the guy has a big heart. And he showed it in this fight. Josh Taylor, man, it's sad what happened to Josh Taylor, man. It's not as tragic or as bad as what happened with Errol Spence, but it's kind of similar, man. Josh Taylor was, I had him in my top three pound for pound. When he became undisputed, going into that Ramirez fight, that was a lock in my eyes. The only question was he going to win by decision or by knockout? Josh Taylor was one of the best fighters in the world, to the point to where I didn't know who would win between him and Terence Crawford. I was intrigued at him going up to welterweight, and challenging Terence Crawford, man. He had WBO, he had a direct shot to Terence Crawford. And, unfortunately for him, I mean, he had to do it to get the undisputed fight. He had to sign a contract with Catterall to where Catterall would get the shot, in his next fight. And guys, I don't know what all he did between the Ramirez fight and the first Catterall fight, but it changed his career forever, man. There was an article that came out around that time. Maybe you guys could search it and find it. He admitted, he said on the record that he was not living the life, that he was drinking and not died improperly, just living it up, man. And he didn't take care of himself. I don't know if it was partying. I remember he had reports of him being at clubs in the past, but he didn't live life, man, and it affected his career forever. As far as I'm concerned, guys, he's on a 4-fight losing streak. He got a gift in that first Carroll fight. Everybody said he lost that fight. He got dropped. Then he fought Teofimo, lost that fight. Fought Carroll again, lost that fight, and now he's lost this fight. It's over, man. It's sad to say it's over. I was watching. I had playing while I was working the prelims that was being streamed on YouTube. Um, for this card, and I saw somebody in the comment section in the live chat. They said, how is Josh Taylor 34 years old, not in his prime anymore? I said it, and a few other people said it. You know, alcohol, not living a life. You know, it did him in, man. He became undisputed, and he lost it. He achieved the ultimate, and he just didn't stay hungry and focused anymore, man. And in the build up to these fights, man, you look at his face, he don't even look the same. He don't even look right, man. You know, is it alcohol? I'm asking. I don't know because I ain't around the guy, but I don't know, man. Josh Taylor was so talented, man. When he was at his best, he was one of the best fighters in the sport. I picked him against Ramirez. I picked him against Regis. And a one-sided fight, and Regis was in his prime at the time. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a sad story. The guy, he gonna go down a legend. He's a full belt undisputed. He pulled it off legitimately. When he was at his best, he was a great fighter, but he nosedived, man. He got old before he should have at 34, even before that. So I just wanted to come on and comment on it real quick, man. Congrats to Ekow. Josh Taylor should hang it up, man. He was making a face thinking he won the fight after the fight, but the announcer was saying his corner looked sad. He's on a 4-fight losing streak, guys. He's talking about becoming a world champion at 47. I knew that wasn't going to happen. He couldn't get past Ekow Essuman, a guy who was 2 years older than him, who had just been on British and European level. This was his first big fight, the biggest name on his resume. Now he should get a big fight next. He might get a top 5 or a top 10 welterweight. He might be on track to fight for a title, which he needs to move fast because I don't know how much longer he's gonna be able to pull out these performances. The guy clearly takes care of himself, but 36. I don't know when he'll be 37, but the clock's ticking on him. All right. But hopefully he'll go on and get a big fight and maybe have some big success. But Josh Taylor, man, it's over. Where's he going from here? He gonna fight guys not on the level of Essuman, on undercards, try to work his way back up. To get to a guy that maybe is on the level of Essuman or a little bit better, maybe get a easy type of win, and then maybe fight another top 15 welterweight contender. I think they need to tell the guy to hang it up, man. Hopefully he should have made good money and invested his money, and hopefully he can retire, well financially. But he's not the same, man. He's not the same. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. I should have, instead of going all in on round 1, being as confident as I was with Atama, maybe I should have just done the rounds 1 or 2 prop and parlayed it with Ekow. I thought about doing that too, but as always, usual, I got greedy. I wanted bigger money, and hell, I felt that Essuman could get robbed. Atama gonna get his first round knockout, and I'll do the parlay, and then I'll be pissed. So yeah, but congrats to Ekow, man, and Moses Atama. They did it. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. Hope you guys made money tonight. Good luck to you in any other wagers that you might place this weekend or coming up. Next weekend, I didn't see anything coming up that I was playing, so I don't know when I'll be back on, but let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know if there's any fights you want me to comment on, and I will check in with you guys soon. Thanks for watching.